Yeah. 8:39, Nashville's Morning News on Super Talk 99.7 WTN. Time for my favorite segment is everybody knows. Somebody watch my beer. The last Amigos before I go home for the weekend. So Chris Hand is here.
What's up, guys?
Johnny B is here, and Ken's here.
Good morning, boys. Yes.
Now I asked people, do you think people actually said, okay, we want to go check out Chris Hand's shirt? Because I said right before the news, go watch our YouTube or Facebook or whatever it is, and go check out Chris Hand's shirt. Now, do you think our numbers are up any?
Yeah. They exploded. Huge numbers.
You think they did?
The biggest.
Oh, are you doing Trump? Is that what you're doing?
Low key.
Okay. Can you
very bigly. Very bigly.
So Chris has a great shirt. I bet you if I sniffed that, it would smell like new T-shirt.
Please don't.
Don't worry, I'm not going to.
T-shirt, new T-shirt, and underarm deodorant.
Yeah,
that's exactly right. It's the photograph of the iconic picture of Donald Trump and fight.
Well, the mainstream media doesn't want to show it, so I figure we have to do it on our own.
That's exactly right.
That's
you know what? You know what we're going to do? I'm going to ask. They'll say no because I'm not the program director, and they'd say no anyway because they always did. But I would like to have the van wrapped in that.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Then I'd like to get the flat tires fixed.
Well, probably need that first.
I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding.
And maybe get a new battery.
Anyway, moving right along. Man, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I love the guy.
We're having fun.
Just joshing.
We're just having a little fun.
JK, you know what? Our numbers are up.
I knew it. I told you.
Yeah.
See?
Oh, were you actually being serious when you said the numbers exploded?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now the question is, can you see Chris's shirt? No, you can't. You can stand up, man. No, you really can't. You got to stand up.
There we go.
There you go.
Fight!
Yeah, that picture has disappeared from mainstream media.
Oh, yes, it has.
So is all the news about the assassination attempt. What are you talking about?
Yep.
What assassination attempt?
That's gone.
No assassination attempt.
That is gone. The rebranding is on full speed, though, dudes.
That's nothing but fake news.
Yeah.
That's what that was.
Oh, here's the thing. This morning, what's going on, what I'm dealing with this morning is, make no mistake, I am so happy that these Americans are home.
Yes.
After being imprisoned in Russia. And I want the other prisoners Russia is holding home, too. But I'm telling you, our network is making this look like it wasn't just Joe Biden, but it was Kamala Harris in on it, too.
Oh, yeah.
You know what we need? We need, you know how you have because we're Fox News and we suck?
Yeah.
We need one for ABC News.
We do. We could take the clip from Trump at the Black Journalist Conference. Are you with ABC? It's a terrible network, garbage network.
I mean, this isn't even this shouldn't even be a political thing, but that's what they're making it.
That should be part of our legal ID when we go into syndication and we don't have live news and we go into ABC News.
Or maybe the Democrats are trying to throw us off of the big plea deal from yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that's what they're trying to keep out of the news.
The terrorists at Gitmo.
Yeah.
Where Biden and Harris, their Justice Department, made a deal with these guys so that they would not face the death penalty.
Exactly.
Sadly, 3,000 plus Americans on 9/11 didn't get that choice of a plea deal.
And you're not hearing this a lot in the news.
No. No,
because
you're not.
This is taking up all of the
oxygen.
Yeah.
It's all about oxygen.
Yes,
well,
it is.
And since it looks bad for the administration, they have nothing to do with it, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't do that.
Yeah, it wasn't us.
Oh, what?
Hey, by the way, Chris.
Yeah.
How dare we speak Merry Christmas? How dare we?
Merry Christmas.
Well, thank you. It's a little early.
Get you in that Christmas spirit, doesn't there?
It does.
Boy, it sure does.
Nothing makes me feel more jolly than being scolded by Kamala Harris.
That's exactly
How
right.
dare we speak Merry Christmas? How dare we?
That last part.
How dare we?
I don't. She sounds like she's 5.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
She sounds like she's 5.
Sounds like a very bad actress.
I've created a folder and I call it Kamala receipts, and I have every terrible thing she's ever said.
I do too.
Do you really?
I do. It's in my Evernote. It's called Kamala Notes.
Yeah.
And it's like I got to add that today.
Yep. I literally added that on my way in.
Did you really?
Yep.
There you go. There you go. You said that somebody had a question, by the way, real quick. Somebody asked a question on the super text line. Have you ever changed a hate listener's mind?
Oh.
And I will tell you that I have. I've a couple of things. So I've been here a long time. I've changed hate listeners' mind, and I feel like I'm bragging now, and now I'm very self-conscious. But also, I'm so great at what I do that people have like grown up listening to WTN and grown up listening to yours truly in middays. But Phil Valentine was the master at changing people's minds, right, Johnny?
Yes, he was. And that's why. And I had a great conversation with a listener, and unfortunately he passed away, but I was talking to him on the phone, and he said when I first started listening to Phil Valentine's show, he said I was very liberal, and he said I was drawn in by the music, by the bumper music, because he said you were playing some deep cuts of some very liberal artists, which surprised me. But he said it drew me in, and he said then the next thing I know, I'm starting to agree with this guy. And he's starting to make sense to me. And he said, you guys really turned me around.
There you go.
Phil.
That's awesome. You said
Phil was the...
You said that listener passed away?
Yeah, he did.
That's a shame. He's going to be voting Democrat again.
What? Damn.
What?
That's good. That's good, Chris. That's good.
It was.
See, I am actually sometimes stunned that we are, and I'm able to convert hate listeners on occasion because, I can be a little acerbic at times, but Phil had that gentlemanly charm.
Yeah, he did. He was very smooth.
He was, man. He was smooth, man.
That's why I fell in love with this station. It had nothing to do with you guys.
And I can't fire him. I'm no longer allowed to fire Chris Hand. I can't even threaten him.
No,
he can take me to human resources.
You got to sit there and take it.
The 5 to 9 guy wanted to sniff my shirt. What should I do?
I felt very uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable. That's exactly right, Johnny. Oh, man. By the way, one very astute texter.
How dare we?
Sounds like Greta Thunberg.
It does.
It does.
I wish I had her. I wish I had some Greta Thunberg. We could do a compare and contrast.
How dare we?
How dare we?
That does sound like her.
We are.
Corporate wants to tell the difference between the two pictures. It's the same picture.
There you go. All right, moving right along. Didn't you say you had a wacky, funny story?
I did. It is wacky. Let's journey to Vietnam, shall we, folks?
Why not?
This is not an instruction manual on how to do your own colonoscopy. I'm just going to start with that.
Oh yeah, I want to make it clear. I want to make it clear that Chris has not told the host what this story is about.
Vietnamese doctors removed a 2-foot-long eel from a man's abdomen that chewed through his intestines after he shoved it up his anus.
Oh, Lord.
The nauseating discovery was made when a 31-year-old...
You said you had a great story.
It is. This is solid. You should see the pictures of this eel.
There's pictures?
Yes, they took it out.
Oh,
all right, so this guy had a wild idea, and he put it up there. He put it up there, and
he said, "Watch my beer." Moving on. Sorry, go ahead.
That's how they say it in Vietnam.
So he went to the hospital complaining of abdominal pain.
My stomach hurts.
Gee, I wonder why. Got a 2-foot eel in there.
Here, watch my eel.
This is the quote. This is the quote from the New York Post. Doctors learned that the adventurous patient had slipped the phallic fish up his backside earlier in the day, and it tried to escape.
Wow.
Hold on. Just wait. The eel then bit through the patient's rectum and colon to escape into the abdominal cavity.
Goodness.
Wow.
Patient was immediately examined, underwent several imaging tests, including an x-ray. They found the eel inside his abdominal cavity. So doctors had to remove it. And
You can't get through it.
And while they were in there to remove the eel, they found a large lime was blocking the way.
Did the eel survive?
It did.
The eel survived?
The eel made it?
How
The
weird is
eel-
it that I'm hearing this story and I'm pulling for the eel? Because he really, he went through a lot. It's not the eel's fault.
No.
After
The
checking for
eel is the victim in this whole
he's just
thing.
innocent standing by.
And all of us having to hear this story.
after checking for any additional foreign objects, they stitched him up.
I was getting ready to say, was the lime salted?
And then the last line of the story, this, however, was not the first time an eel was removed from someone's backside in Vietnam this year.
Goodness.
Wow. Well, at least that lime wasn't actually an orange. That could have been a lot worse. Maybe next time. Sorry. Was that wrong to say? Anyway. Yeah, that's a weird story.
It's a weird story.
Yeah, I was. I was pulling for the... Were you guys pulling for the eel?
Oh, yes, I was.
You have
Do you
to-
think that he's starting to get like a stomach ache and he's thinking, do I go into the emergency room? Because I know what they're going to find. I think I know what's in
I
there.
feel like his first thought would be, was it something I ate?
Man.
And you know what I also want to know? Like, do you think...
Oh, you ate one too.
Great album.
I want to know what they did with the eel. Like, that eel needs to be in, like, the Eel
Well, it's
Hall
probably-
of Fame for surviving all of that.
Yes.
Yeah, man, that...
You're going to show me the pictures?
Of course I'm going to show you the picture.
I'm going to go New York Post.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Woo.
That's 2 foot.
So he does that, and then he just goes about his day.
What?
This was fun.
Is it?
I have a couple errands to do.
Yeah.
I'll shoot you a text later.
Do you know what? I don't know what the laws are in Vietnam, but, is that
Bill-
against the law?
Bill my insurance.
Oh, can you imagine? Going into he's leaving the office. Hey, was this covered by my insurance?
Man.
Boy, there's not a lot to do in Vietnam, apparently. What are we going to do today? I'll stick an eel up my...
That'll be a $25 copay.
He's probably like totally worth it. If he's... That was a bad joke.
Worth
Apparently.
it. That's what he said on
He's
the
like,
operating
totally
table.
worth it, man.
They're about to put him under. He said, worth it.
Man.
I'm surprised you guys didn't have this story already.
No,
Yeah, me
shocking.
too.
We didn't have
Yeah,
it.
we didn't have
No.
this one.
I guess we'll have to look for stories like that moving forward. But really, to be honest, do we really need to? Because we've got Chris Hands.
That's
You
right.
sure do.
And that story took care of lunch for me. So, honey,
You know
I'll see you
what?
at dinner.
Who wants sushi?
Oh, too soon.
Oh man.
Oh, murder. Yeah, good morning, Vietnam.